Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. I hope today has been treating you well. If you are new here then hello, my name is Millie. I post videos just like this 3 times a week on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday. It's always affordable and it's always cruelty free, and today we are getting into a box of goodies from Lottie London. I don't know why I'm holding it up as if it says anything on it. This box is from the lovely Lottie London. I ordered a few bits on like the Black Friday sale to like restock some favourites and to try out some new things, and they also had a new mystery bundle, so of course I've purchased that as well. We're going to be opening it up, seeing what's in the mystery bundle and applying a full face of makeup today. I have tried Lottie London before, so I do have a few things here that I have already tested, but hopefully there's going to be a lot of new goodies in here that I'm going to be trying out today. So let's just dive straight into the box. So we've got the mystery bundle over at this end, but then there are a few other products down at the front. So I picked up a restock of one of my favourite mascaras. This is the Lottie London Super Fake False Lash Effect mascara. I have used this, I tried it for the first time earlier in the year and I only very recently completely ran out of it, so restocked that one. It's a fantastic mascara and I'm very glad to have that back in my life. And then the other two products that I got are setting powders. Now I don't know which one of these it is, but Steph Toms goes on about how fantastic these setting powders are, and I don't know if it's the pressed powder or the loose powder, so I just got both and I'm going to be trying one or the other out today. So I got the Ready Set Go pressed setting powder in True Translucent. That does look quite white, but I'll open that one up in a second. And then I also got a little mini version of the Ready Set Go loose powder. Is this also? Yes, True Translucent in this one as well. But let me just open this up and see if I can do a sort of swatch to see if it is actually translucent or not. I have been burned before. I have tried out some translucent setting powders before and you can absolutely see them on the skin. Oh, this one does look better though. You can see it a little bit, but not as much as some of the others that I've tried. Yeah, once you work that into the skin, you can't really see that at all. So very happy to have that, and I will give that one a go. And let's also, while we're here, let's also look at the loose powder. So it's just got like a regular, can you even see? Just got like a regular sifter with the holes in it. Let me just tap a little bit out and let's see. Oh, that one looks a lot more white. Let's have a look. Well, actually no, that is blending into the skin really nicely. The loose powder does feel very lightweight, does feel very sort of smoothing on the skin. So I will try one, if not both, of those setting powders out, but let's get into this mystery bundle. So let's open this up together, shall we? I've got a feeling it's just going to be pink tissue paper. Yeah. Let me get through all of the packaging. Ooh, okay. So, goodness, there's a lot of products in here. There's also a lot of pink tissue paper. So, we've got another mascara. Like I say, it's one of my favourites, so I'm absolutely not mad. But this is the Vampire Diaries one. I will have a look into this and see if it's the same as the one that I bought. I can't think that it would be any different, apart from the Vampire Diaries one will probably just be in different packaging. Then we've got an eyebrow pencil. Okay, what colour is it though? Just brown. So this is the Arch Rival Brow Artist Pencil in brown. Okay, so that's what the pencil looks like. It's very sort of slim packaging. It's a lot slimmer than a lot of other brow pencils that I've got, but the actual tip isn't like one of the teeny tiny ones. That just looks like a regular sort of brow pencil. This brow pencil doesn't seem to be drawing incredibly well. Like, can you see where it's all sort of balling up? And my hand has gone red underneath that from like having to press so hard. I mean, the colour looks fine. I will see how that works in my brows, but from the swatch, that's like, it's all like balling up. That's really strange. So next up we have the Oil Slick, what are you, Nourishing Lip Oil, and it's almost got like a purple colour to it. Oh, so it's called Blueberry Kiss, that makes sense. Oh, that smells good. That smells like sweets. The colour doesn't really show up all that much, but it has just sort of got a little bit of a purpley tint to it with some glitters in. But that smells incredible. I'll put a bit of that on now actually, shall I? I do have a bit of lip balm on, but I will use this one instead so that it's, you know, sitting and we can see how it feels on the lips. Yeah, that feels lovely. Very thin and slippy, rather than something like the e.l.f. one where I feel like that's quite cushiony. This is very, very thin. I like that though, and it smells incredible. So now we've got another one of the eye foils. I have tried one of these before, but this is a shade that I've not tried. This is in Shady. It's almost like a peachy colour. Let me get into this packaging. Ooh, that colour is incredible. Oh my goodness, I really, really hope that you can see that as intense as it actually is. It's like a peach, almost like a brownie bronze, and then when it catches the light, it's like bam! That is beautiful. Let me show you it in the tube. You might be able to see the colour a little bit better. So pretty. And although it's like, obviously like a glittery eye topper, it's so smooth. Like, yes, it's glittery, but there's so much glitter in it. It's just absolutely everywhere. Oh, I'm going to have to use that today. That is so pretty. Then we also have a lip. Oh no, this is a matte liquid eyeshadow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That looks like a liquid lipstick, but no, it says Colour Cloud Long Wear Matte Liquid Eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Peach Out. I wonder if they have like rather than it just being completely random products, I wonder if this is like a peachy version, because so far like everything has been, you know, like the colour products, they've all been sort of matching. Wow, that is pigmented. Okay, I don't know how much I would use a liquid eyeshadow in that colour, but that as like a base with that over the top, I bet that will be beautiful. I will try it once this dries down on the back of my hand, but let's just get into some of the other products. We've got the Sweet Lips Scrub and Balm. So this is in Mango Sorbet. How incredible. Oh, it smells incredible. Yeah, that is delicious. I've just put that lip oil on though, and I don't feel like I necessarily need a scrub today, so I will save that for another day and report back. Then we've also got a liquid blush. Oh, I didn't even know Lottie London did these. So this is the Sweet Blush liquid blush in the shade Soft Rose. So this is what the packaging looks like. And does this have a doe foot? No, it's got just like a squeezy tip at the end. Oh, that has blended out quite a bit. It's quite subtle. Like, I did put quite a bit on my hand there, and it has blended out quite a bit. Blended out really easily though, and it's not gone sort of patchy or anything. Feels quite nice and hydrating, and that was Soft Rose. And then lastly in the box is what I assume is an eyeshadow palette. Yes, so this is the 9-piece eyeshadow palette in Fired Up. I love me some orangey warm tones. These colours really do look beautiful. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes and 4 shimmers, and some of the, like, the shimmers are really varied, these ones here. So you could do something more purpley, something quite icy. You've got a brown. I really like the look of that, and I love a little like 9-pan or like a mini palette for, not that I'm doing a lot of travelling, but if I were to be, this would be a great pick. So I feel like that liquid eyeshadow has dried. Let me just see how this eye foil goes on over the top of it. Yes, that looks incredible. Those colours go together so nicely. I think that this must have been like planned, like actually deciding what products will go together to create a look, because even with that eyeshadow palette and the blush, like everything would go together so perfectly. So I'm gonna go off and swatch that eyeshadow palette, and then we can create some sort of a look. So that is how all of those swatches are looking. That white, like really bright icy shade is blinding. That is absolutely incredible. And then the mattes, I feel like there's such a variety of like depth with like the lightest ones, and then the darkest one I could absolutely just use that as like a winged liner sort of a situation. I really like that colour story, and I also really like that the shimmers go quite deep as well. So you've got like options with the shimmers. Even if you are like of a deeper skin tone, then there are some options for like adding a pop of something that are still incredibly beautiful. You could also put that one like, you know, right on the top. I really like this whole colour story. So I'm going to start on the eyes, I think, and I'm going to use an eyeshadow primer. I will use the collection one, the Power Hold Gripping Eye Primer. I'll just blend a bit of this over the eyes first. And then before I do the eyeshadow, I'm going to just do my brows quickly, and I'm going to try and use this pencil, but I'm really not sure. The Arch Rival Brow Artist Pencil. Keep your fingers crossed for me. It's fine. It's very warm. It's a very warm brown. I think you would probably like this if you had red hair, if you had ginger hair, if you had strawberry blonde hair even. I feel like it's very warm and it doesn't really match my hair. It was a risk including a brow pencil, I feel, because if you had black brows, this wouldn't work. If you had very light blonde hair, this would look absolutely insane. I feel like I am going to be able to make this work with a tinted brow gel, but at the minute I feel like I've got 2 red slugs fighting above my eyes. But let's just get into the eyeshadow palette. I think I'm going to just do something quite simple, as I always do. I'm going to start with a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip into the centre shade, the orangey shade, which is called Ignite, and I'm going to work that through my crease. This is really pigmented. Like that tiny little tap into that pan, and it's like going and going and going, and that colour is beautiful. I love a mustardy, yellowy, sort of orangey shade. That's the sort of shade that I would just put all over my lid, blend it right out, and then do a wing, like a really strong black wing, and that is just a day-to-day look for me. I absolutely love it. I'm going to just take a smaller pencil brush, and I'm going to dip into the darker orange matte shade, which is called Rusty, and I'm just going to stamp that on the outer corner, or more like the outer half, but on the lid, and just work that up to that mustardy shade. That's a really pretty shade as well. These colours are so pigmented, but also they're blending together so easily. I absolutely love these like orangey tones. I think they're absolutely beautiful, and these are a really great formula. So I'm going to, I want to use this eye foil, and I'm not sure about that matte liquid eyeshadow, but I definitely want to use that eye foil. So I'm thinking I might just tap over a little bit of this metallic-y shade from the palette, which is called Tarnish. Just put a little bit of that across like the centre of the lid, and then we can go in with that liquid one over the top to see how it works over the top of powders. That shimmer is beautiful. It's really like soft and subtle, but I have got, even from using my hand and like properly pressing that onto the eye primer, I have got quite a lot of like fallout under my eyes. I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell. So I'm going to get a brush and I'm going to take the eye foil and get it onto the fluffy brush so that I can like really disperse it across my eyelid quite easily. And let's see how this works over the top of the powder eyeshadow. I know it's called an eye foil, but that really is so intense. Like, so I've got 2 layers on this side and nothing on this side. I absolutely love how glittery and intense that shimmer is, and the shade of that is so pretty as well. Like, it goes with the oranges, but I do feel like if you wanted to do something more like rosy toned, it would definitely go with that as well. I really like these. So I'm just taking some micellar water on a cotton pad, and I'm just going to clean up that outer corner and also get rid of the fallout underneath my eyes. And then I want to just do a little bit of a sort of smoky wing with that darkest brown. So I'll get a liner brush and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that on my brush, and I'm just going to sort of squiggle it along the lash line, sort of stamp it along and just create a little bit of depth at the lash line. Wing it out a little bit as well. So just a little smoky wing moment, and I probably will put that brightest icy shade right on the inner corner, but I'll do that once we're done. I'm gonna just do a bit of mascara and I'll get into both of these and let's see if there's actually any difference between the two. No, I think they are exactly the same. The wands are exactly the same. Everything looks the same, so I'm just gonna use, I'll use the black one because it's a little bit different. It's the one that I got in the mystery bundle. So this is the Super Fake False Lash Effect Mascara. This is the Vampire Diaries limited edition one. Oh, I've already got that on my eyelid. Because I'm trying to talk and do it at the same time, let me concentrate. So that is the difference there between 1 coat of mascara and 2. I truly love this mascara. It's so black, it's so lengthening and thickening and dramatic, and it lasts really well all day. I really enjoy it. I even like that just with 1 coat. Obviously I've done 2 on this side, so I'm gonna have to do 2 on this side as well, but this is one that I reach for if I am running out the door and I need my makeup done 10 minutes ago. This is probably one of the mascaras that I would choose in that sort of situation because it's so quick. It's so like quick and impactful just on the first pass. I really like it. So I am going to use a Lottie London foundation. This is the Velvet Skin Tint. This is in the shade Fair N010, but this is a little bit too light for me, so I am just going to mix it in with something a little bit deeper to make my perfect shade, and I will blend that out with a brand new makeup sponge. Yes, it's new makeup sponge day, always a very exciting day in this household. So yes, this foundation is the wrong shade for me and I do have to mix it with something else, but it genuinely just looks like nothing on the skin. Even like I've got 2 layers like across the sort of centre of my face here, completely undetectable. It is the most beautiful foundation. Truly feels like nothing, really nice and hydrating on the skin, lasts really well. It's almost, it feels like a light coverage, but it looks like a medium coverage. Like everything is covered, but it just feels like nothing at all. I was meant to buy my actual shade, the next shade up, when I bought all of this stuff, and of course I completely forgot, so it's sitting in my basket for the next time that I order anything. So I need a little bit of concealer. I will use the 17 Second Skin Enhancing Concealer, and then I'm gonna try out one of these setting powders. I don't know which one yet. So that is the foundation and concealer done. It honestly just feels so like lovely and sort of fresh on the skin. Like it just looks a little bit perfected. Obviously the redness in my cheeks has gone, but I think what I might do, so that we can try both of those setting powders, is I'll do one on one side and one on the other. I've got a few different puffs here if I can find them. So got a clean puff, and I will use one side for one powder, one side for the other. So let's start with the pressed powder. I'll pick up a little bit of that, and then I'll tap off the puff, and let's try this under this eye. Okay, that is really nice and smoothing. I don't feel like it's too brightening. Obviously this side does look a little bit brighter, but I'm wondering if that's just because of like my lights and stuff. I don't feel like it's too white or anything like that, which is good. So now I will flip this around if I can, yeah. And I will use the loose powder on this side. So just got a little bit in the lid there, and I'll do the same thing. Press my puff into there, and I do feel like I can see that a lot more on the puff. I'll press it off onto my hand like I did on that side. I don't want too much, so, and I'll press that into this side. Yeah, you know what, I can't really tell a difference between those, so it's just personal preference, I suppose. I do feel like a pressed powder is probably better for like going into your handbag for like touch-ups throughout the day, but I do like to use a loose powder like first thing, like as I'm actually applying my makeup. I really like both of those. I do feel like at this stage they look the same. I will report back. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, I do these reviews throughout the month, and then as I have more time to play with products, I do like a roundup at the end of the month with like speed reviews of everything that I've tested, with like my final thoughts of everything. So I will keep on using these powders, and we will see which one I prefer. Both under eyes feel really nice and smooth, feel really nice and set. I'm absolutely not mad at either of those powders. I thought that for sure they were going to show up just straight up white under my eyes, but I do feel like both of those look really nice. So I don't have a Lottie London powder bronzer, so I'm going to just go in with the Barry M Tropical Heatwave powder bronzer, and I will just warm up my face with this a little bit, and then got that liquid blush to try, and then I need to do something with my under eyes, and then we'll be done. So I am sufficiently bronzed. I did bring that right down my neck just to try and somewhat make my face match the rest of my body, but let's go in with this liquid blush. So Sweet Blush, liquid blush in the shade Soft Rose. I don't know, how would you apply something like this? I want to go in with a brush. So just getting a little bit of the blush on my hand there. Obviously I would normally put this on the back of my hand, but I don't want to ruin those swatches. So pick this up on the brush, and I really like to work it into the bristles so that I don't get too much like on the first go. That's a really pretty colour. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. And that's going over where I had that powder as well, really nicely. I feel like the sort of juiciness of the blush is really like giving my skin a nice glow. I absolutely love that colour. That is beautiful. I didn't even know that Lottie London did liquid blushes in these like squeezy tubes, honestly. I've tried a few bits from the brand, but not very much. I'm a big old fan of this blush. Have I been living under a rock? Has everybody else been loving these for years? I absolutely love that. So I have just put a little bit of my e.l.f. Wow Brow through my brows, and I also just sort of overlined the lips roughly with the Beauty Crop Smoothie Stick Lip Crayon in the shade Perfect Nude. And now I just want to finish up under the eyes, so I'm just going to take that little liner brush and the eyeshadow palette, going back into that darker orange shade that I used, and I'm just going to wiggle this along the lower lash line, and then I'm just smudging that out a tiny little bit with that dense pencil brush, just tapping over the edge ever so slightly, then a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes, and I think I'll be done. And that is me done. Honestly, I am thrilled with most of the products that I have tested out today. Wowzers. And that is me done. Wow, my hair looks like I'm a 70s housewife. That was not the plan. So, what have we tried today? What have been the stars of the show? I feel like that blush is definitely one of my favourite things that I've tried in a very long time. I absolutely love that colour. The eyeshadow palette is beautiful. That liquid eyeshadow, the eye foil, obviously I didn't try the matte one, but I will and I will report back. I will try that at some point. The mascara I knew that I loved, and I'm a big fan. I'm glad I've got two of them. What else have we tried? The setting powders, I still don't really see a difference between the two, but again, I will report back on those once I have like worn them for a substantial amount of time. That's when like you get to know if you like a powder or not, when you've had it on your face for like 8 hours at a long day at work, and sometimes they just go a little bit funky. So I will report back on that one. The lip oil I really like. The brow pencil was a flop for me. I don't even know who I could give that to. I don't think I have anybody that would use that. It's just a bit of a strange colour for me. It worked absolutely fine. Despite that swatch that I did on my hand, the actual pencil like going through my brows worked absolutely fine. So I don't know what it was doing when I was swatching it, but it did actually apply perfectly fine. The colour was just a little bit funky for me. What else? Was that everything? I feel like that was everything. Oh, the lip scrub. Obviously I didn't try that, but I will. And again, I will report back. So let me know, are there any other fantastic products from Lottie London that you think I need to try? Because like I say, I've already got that foundation in my basket waiting to be purchased in my actual shade. So are there any other products that I need to add into my basket before I click checkout? Do let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe down below, and it really does help me out a lot if you can leave a lovely little comment down below as well. Just let me know how your day's been if you don't know what to say. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.